Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Also, good morning, Twitch. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, X. Good morning. The Facebook is my private Facebook this morning. I'm saying good morning to my cousins and my family, cousins and good friends that I known in the Air Force. I don't think they're up this early, but I figure, what the hell? Let's switch it up on the Facebook. The hot link is on the public Facebook to where they can hit it and come into the broadcast. But Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on Rumble Studios, saying good morning to you all, getting the day started. Hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. And there's our good friend Tony D, who we were on his broadcast last night. And coming in from the Rumble. Salute to you, sir. Hashtag positive start to the day. The missus, she's just rolling out of bed right now. And Tony D there, we were on last night. I had a great time, Tony, a short broadcast there. He's going to try and do Tuesday nights, I think he was talking about. So we look forward to that. I would say, again, thank you, Tony, for having me up. Brother veteran and good friend and fellow broadcaster there. He's always gives me the good acclimates there on the channel, on his broadcasts and stuff. So we were talking about a lot, talking about some stuff. We were out for about 30 minutes. He was on earlier than that. I didn't realize he was on when he sent me a DM saying, "Hey, you available?" I said, "Yeah." I sit here just puddling around my LG Stylo 5 phone, which normally has this case on. I think it's finally bit the big one. I've got the dreaded black screen on it, so I'm one device down. So I had to I'm fiddling around with that, plus watching getting ready for the basketball game. But he was on for 45 minutes before I realized. But he came on afterwards, sort of a post show, I guess. We had a little talking session and stuff for 30 minutes, which was good. Good morning, Tina. Tina, our Jersey girl, is here. Good morning, and go get the coffee, girl. And you just woke up. I forgot to set the light. Yeah, I just stirred the missus out of bed there to get the day started. And Tina saying good morning to Tony. Glad to have you here on this Wednesday. Current date 05.22.2024. Current time is 05:59. We're at the top of the hour here in another minute. At 6 o'clock as we get started here for the morning or the Wednesday morning coffee broadcasts at Rumble Videos and at Twitch here on Rumble Studios, which we really enjoy. We were talking about that last night. Matter of fact, before he went live, he was showing me something, presenting something. And on the present, we had two people down there. And the videos that I seen when I first started using Rumble Studios, you could only bring one person up and you could switch that person up. But now, I guess, whoever's in the camera in the present, you can bring them all up, I guess, which is interesting. Very interesting. And we were talking about some about what improvements we would like if I come on, go live, or if Tony goes live and I'm on his broadcast, my broadcast, the option of going, hitting like on restream, that could be a potential update. And what was the other thing? There was one other thing I couldn't think of. But anyway, it was a good. The game was going last night, and stand by for a moment, folks. Got cleanup on aisle 3 here. Let's that's interesting. Don't have a. Okay, we got that blocked. Let's see. Can I get rid of that? Let me see what I can do over here. There we go. Okay, I got it. Had to do a little cleanup there on aisle 3. But we're talking about some stuff here on the about Rumble and what we'd like to see. And so far, I feel we're comfortable with it. Rumble and Twitch are my mainstays. They're good. I also like being able to broadcast into YouTube, YouTube Live, X Live, my Facebook. I've got this thing called Locals. Tony and I'm still trying to understand that, and I've been on it for a year now. It's just another platform. It's been around for about a year and a half to 2 years. It's at the bottom. If you go to my Rumble page, it's sort of like another place to post at and stuff. Oh, the big thing yesterday was I hope everybody had a good Tuesday. It was great weather yesterday. It was a little warm, but we had some breeze. And by the way, I do have the morning coffee. Do have to mention that the morning coffee tastes good. I got the lawns mowed. The lawns are looking really nice. They're looking. They needed to be mowed. There was some grass. It was like pushing 3 inches high and stuff like that. So we got the lawns looking like. I cut it down to where it's like on a golf course green, as far as that goes. So I had fun tooling around on the lawnmower yesterday, and talking with Tony last night. I was watching the basketball game, the first game of the conference championships between the Celtics and the Eastern Conference, Celtics and the Pacers. Oh my effing God. What a game that was at the end. We'll talk more about that, but I'm pretty happy. I was almost thought I was going to feel like I was I thought I was going to end up feeling like I did Sunday. But this was towards the end of the half. The Knicks losing to the Pacers, which was a monstrous game, I guess, after seeing the previews, because I didn't watch the second half. At the halftime, I just said that's it. It's a done deal. So Tim Fan 40, yo, my friend, good morning. Coming in on the YouTube Live. Glad to have you here from Michigan, our resident contractor. I hope you are getting the crew, the boys there or girls. I don't know if you have boys and girls, female and males, contractors in line there. kick them in the butt there. Get them going. Get them do the work there and stuff. But Tim Fan, glad to have you here. See that you're not here that frequently. You're and good morning, Tim. On let me put that up for you, Tina. There you go. There you go, Tim. Tina says good morning from Twitch. So there we go. And thanks for being here, my friend. Glad to have you here. Good to see you. When I see you guys, that tells me everything's doing okay, doing good, and such. Let's see. What do we do? What do we got on the streams here? The stream is looking good. We just had a little cleanup. Let's see. On the Rumble. How come it's not showing on the Rumble? Am I live? I should be live on Rumble. I'm broadcasting on Rumble Studios. How come I'm not? Let's try this again. Let's see. Oh, because I hit it on. Okay, see, I got on Rumble. I've got two. Huh. That is odd. How come that is not showing up on? Let's go Fireman Rich. Oh, I put it on Fireman Rich channel. Okay, it's not on Fire. See, I've got two. I've got my main channel on Rumble. It's Rumble, or it's Fireman Rich, but I've been putting everything on the sub channel. That's my account. You can go and broadcast on there. But I have a channel. It's called Fireman Rich Broadcasts. But I put it on Fireman Rich. So I found it. Okay. Yeah, just talking about my LG Stylo 5 that I've had for years. That went. I sort of was a little. You know, I got plenty. I've got plenty of other pieces of hardware. Like I've got the tablet. So taking it easy today. Okay, Tim, that's good. It's always good to have an easy day to take care of there. There we go. Taking it easy and stuff. That's good. You deserve that. You work too hard. I mean, I remember when you were here every morning, you're telling us about the crew. You're taking a coffee break and you're getting them. That made me tired. I felt like I'm just joking. But the LG Stylo 5, I'm a little saddened because it's been a good phone. And it just went belly up. It's a black screen. I've been trying everything, throwing it in the freezer, doing I've even tried factory restart. So it's sitting there, and I've transitioned a lot of the stuff over into the tablet. And I'm using my Samsung A23A 5G phone, which is a fabulous phone. I've got the Rumble chat on there and the Rumble Studio on there as well. And it's working great. It's a great phone. But I guess it's just I'm just thankful that I've had other devices. Now my LG Stylo 3 phone, I never got the 4. I skipped from the 3 to the 5. That's still working, but it's an Android. I think it's an Android 6 or something like that. The LG Stylo 5 was an Android 9. I'm not even sure what the Samsung is. But that curtailed my passive Bitcoin mining for a bit, because I do on the extra phones, I do a little passive Bitcoin mining for those Satoshis and stuff. It's pretty. It reminds me of back in the Haps day. You know how when you got on Haps and you had a consecutive days broadcasting, you would get so many coins. And I guess if you got up to 100 coins, they still owe me $98. Wherever Haps is no more, right, Tim? What about Haps? Can you tell us what about Haps? We haven't heard it in a while. Oh, you like Haps? Can you give us some commentary on Haps, Tim? That's always fun. So let's see what's going on here. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's I got the windows open, as you can see. Jack has already been over here. Haps sucks. We haven't seen that in a while, Tim. Thank you for accommodating. Yes, app sucks. Oh, that's good. That's always good for a good laugh. It's been 2 years now. 2 years. Wow. Um, that's a good one. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's nice out. It's very nice. We got blue skies out there. Let's see what. It was nice yesterday. I had fun. I started mowing about 11 o'clock, and I took my time. Let's see, 11, 12, 1. I almost maybe it was 11:30 or so by the time I got started fueling up the lawnmowers and stuff. That it was about a good two. I was out there for a good 2.5 hours, and I had fun tooling around, making sure the lawns look nice, and they do. Um, oh, we got some rain later this evening here, but currently, like I said, 59 degrees Fahrenheit here in the southern tier of upstate New York, and we have sunny skies this morning, and it's looking really nice. No fog or anything like that. Scattered showers and thunderstorms developing during the afternoon. A few storms may be severe. High of 89. So we got those thunderstorms rolling. And let's see. Winds out of the south by southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. So we're going to have sunny. The sun rose this morning at 5:39, which about 32 minutes ago. You know, when I was working at the day job, I would always be up before the sunrise. Now that, Tony says he made comment like he always does in jest as always. Oh, we got some truck traffic across the street. That I would always, I'm up a little later now when he gives me the acclimates on his broadcast, and I really thank you, Tony. That's, I just enjoy being up on his broadcast. It's always good talking with him. And let's see. So the sun is is already risen at 5:39 a.m. and I get up just a little after. Well, actually, I'm up. I'm up before the sun rises. I'm up at about. I got up about 4:45, 10 to 5. So I've been up for over an hour now, just getting set up here at the computer, the PC desk. Sun will be setting at 8:29 p.m. Our world times and temperature starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:12 a.m. Just coming into the day, the Tuesday, May 22nd, at 12:12. Clear skies in Honolulu, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, at 3:12 a.m., which, like I said, I got the private Facebook, and I know my sister, she's not up, but, just in case she might have got up and go to the bathroom, she's checking her phone. Good morning, Kathy. Phoenix, Arizona, at 3:12 a.m. in the morning currently. Clear skies in Phoenix, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, the Windy City, at 5:12 a.m. Cloudy skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit there. In New York City, the jungle, it's clear skies at 6:13, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. In Warner Robins, Georgia, Tony is letting us know that it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit, 87 for the high, 62 for the low, and cloudy skies as far as that goes. There in Warner Robins, Georgia. And going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to Cork, Ireland at 11:13 a.m. Cloudy skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit in Cork, Ireland. In Milan, Italy, it is 12:13, manja time, lunchtime in Cork, Ireland. And it's cloudy, a little cloudy skies with some sun peeking out through the clouds. 72 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, it's sunny and clear in Kuala Lumpur at 6:13 p.m. 88 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, at 7:14 p.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing there. 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in Australia, the great continent of Australia, and country. In Melbourne, Australia, 8:14 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, at 8:14 p.m. also in their evening, it's clear skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And it's always good to know what's going on around this big blue marble and stuff. I used to like when I would watch the BBC, they would in between their segments or their when they go to a break and stuff, they have the world going around and they get the temperatures around the world and stuff like that. So that's my world times and temperatures derived from. I like that globe going around. It was centigrade, so I'm always sitting there trying to figure out what it is in Fahrenheit and stuff. So okay, our our thought for today comes from a gentleman of a long time ago, and that is the gentleman, the philosopher Aristotle. And let's see, how come this isn't coming up? Oh, I gotta get that going here. Oh, what do we got here? Let's see. We'll get to the thought for the day in just a moment. Oh, Buggy, what are you doing? Boy, we're getting it from both sides here. We got one. Well, they're both coming from Twitch, but this one's an actual bot. So we got cleanup on aisle 3. Well, aisle 3 for the advertisement. This is cleanup on aisle 2. So we got that taken care of. So Aristotle was a ancient Greek philosopher, and his writings covered a broad range of subjects spanning the natural sciences, philosophy, linguistics, economics, politics, philosophy, and the arts. And his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows: in all things of nature, there is something of the marvels, or something of the marvelous, meaning nature is a wonder. I mean, I'm tooling around on the lawnmower. I'm seeing the field. I'm mowing the grass. It's looking nice. The trees that we trimmed down over the weekend, it looks nature is marvelous. It's the postcard picture of our life when we look at nature around us. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. And that is true. Yes, Tina, it is true. I see it with the birds and I see the squirrels. And we have a little thing where the water comes down. It drips off of the gutter up here, and it goes in this little bowl I have down there, so it doesn't make a hole in the ground. And usually there's water. There's no water. The missus looked out and she says, "Oh no!" And I go, "What's wrong?" I'm thinking something's wrong out there. So the squirrel was looking for water, and it looked a little. And just that moment, is it's like, well, maybe we'll go out and get some water. No, we don't want. If there's water out there, that's one thing. But if there's no water, they can go. There's some. Out in the back field, there's a big lake, a big pond out there that because the back field, it all comes down like this, and there's water to congregate. There's still water out there. We've got that. That indicates that we had a pretty wet springtime, which is good, and it's not a dry spring like it has been in the. So yes, it is true, Tina, and I agree with Mr. Aristotle. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Nature is marvelous. just stop and look at it. You know, the old saying, stop and smell the roses. Stop and just sit and look at what you have around you as far as nature. And once you take that the time, it only takes a moment to stop and look and the wonders of this blue marble that we live on. You know, we often so busy in our daily toils of things and as such. So thank you, Aristotle. God bless and Godspeed, sir. Let's see, our national day for today. We have National Craft Distillery Day. Ooh, that's pretty good. I like that. There's a distillery here. It's called the Waterman's Distillery, and it's named after a farmer that where I grew up in Appalachian. The farm was right there. He had the whole back hill. It's called the Waterman Conservation Center in Appalachian here in Tioga County, and the people that bought his house and the barn where he would bring them hay in and stuff. It was like right our backyard, and then he had the barn there. And his house and stuff like that. And Mrs. Waterman would always have the young girl, my sister, and all the young girl, the little girls at that time over at their house, baking and stuff like that. Where Mr. Waterman was chasing us boys that were playing around in the barn or up on his field, as far as that goes. But the owners of the place. They turned the barn there into a distillery. So I've yet to go there, though. I've been here for 20 some years, and it's been there for like about several years now. Let's see. We have National Solitary Day. Does everybody like? Do you like playing solitary? I like playing solitary. And that's a fun basic game. Let's see. Emergency Medical Services for Children Day. Okay, yeah. Oh, you like that one? Emergency Medical Services for Children Day? Or you're talking about the solitary, Tina? I'm thinking maybe I'm betting it's a solitary, right? Yeah, you like playing the solitary. Solitary, it's a fun game. I played on the phone a lot. Let's see, National Buy a Musical Instrument. I'm not in the. Then we have National Maritime. We're gonna have to go with this one because I like it. Yeah, okay. You were talking about the National Solitary Day. Okay, yeah, I played that on the phone. I would play that. I'll confess now, I played it a couple times. It got me through a 15-minute, 20-minute where I'm doing absolutely nothing at the day job. Yeah, the solitary. And Tim Fan says, yeah, he plays solitaire. Oh, okay. Tim Fan said, yeah. Oh, Tina said solitary, and Tim Fan. Okay, you guys are on board with the solid. Yeah, it's a simple game. You play 2 or 3 games. But I at the day job I did on my computer. There was nothing going on. It's like, let me play a quick game. I used to play Minecrafter, but do they still have Minecraft? I don't have it on this box, this PC box. I guess you could get it. You can load it up. We're gonna go with this one. And I know Tina's going to like this. I wish it was chocolate, though, but this is of the vanilla nature. It's National Vanilla Pudding Day. I like vanilla pudding. Vanilla pudding's not bad. I like chocolate better. Chocolate is always better. Hashtag Vanilla Pudding Day. May 22nd is the day we recognize National Vanilla Pudding Day. Enjoy it with a delicious dish of cold, creamy pudding. And you know what's good with that? Putting one of those ginger snap cookies, having a ginger snap cookie with vanilla pudding, and good hot over apple cake. Oh, hot vanilla pudding. Okay. Ooh, that does sound good over apple cake. Ooh, I like that. Hashtag Vanilla Pudding Day. The pudding we enjoy as desserts today are not what was commonly known as pudding at ancient dinner tables. Most medieval puddings were meat-based and seasoned with herbs and spices, so it was like a stew. Even sweetened cooks usually served them hot. Toward the end of the 18th century, people were more likely made pudding from grains of dried old bread and nuts, fruits, and meats. They use these puddings to stretch meals for a larger family. So it was a staple back in the day. Now pudding is more of a dessert, I guess, and stuff. So that's interesting. Um, so it's to stretch the thing there. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we did have the this, and I actually had to do it on the Samsung 23A 5G phone, track phone. I'm a track phone user. Full disclosure, I have nothing to do with track phone, but I love track phone. It's a good product. Been using it for well over 29, 30 years now. But we were talking about wind power on the audio podcast yesterday, and wind power has rejuvenated turbines to boost gigawatts and powers millions of homes. And what the article talked about, these windmills that have been out there for a number of years now, they're getting old. They're refurbishing them and they're making them more efficient with updated software and hardware, where now they can reduce the number of because you could get one refurbished. What do they call that? Rewinded. Revamping old turbines with more efficient components or putting a new state-of-the-art turbine as a whole. I forget what they call it. I think they call that rewinding, but they actually refurbish it and it becomes more efficient, where one turbine that's been refurbished lately can act like two or three because it generates more, and that's a good thing, because sometimes there's a lot of people don't like them because they say they're unsightly. We have them here in New York State. If you go up to Rochester or out to Buffalo, out in western New York State, there's quite a few of them, and they're huge. I like looking at them. I think they're fascinating. I'd like to have one parked in my back lot here and stuff like that, and I wouldn't have to worry about electric with one of those. I could probably power the whole village here on one of those. But there would be a lot of people that say they wouldn't want it because they have to stand. They're pretty big. They're huge. I mean, just the unit that sits on top of the pedestal way up high is about the size of a house almost. And those blades, and the blades, they can hit birds. They've been known to hit birds and stuff like that. But I think the greater good is, and they look like they're going slow, but those are going around at a pretty good clip. So the birds have to watch out. So we talked about that yesterday in the audio podcast, and we'll be doing another audio podcast tomorrow on Spotify for Podcasters app that I'm using the newest phone. I got it in Christmas, so it's not really new anymore, but it's the more updated one, the Samsung, which is a great phone. It worked really good. I think the sound is a little bit better coming off of the Samsung. But I miss my LG Stylo 5. You know, I'm in mourning for the black screen. I'll let it sit there and be a paperweight for a while. It was a good phone. It was a really good phone. Track phones stopped making or using the LG phones. There's primarily they have Apple now. I could get an Apple phone if I want. It's not the super updated one, but it's updated enough to where. But I'm not really into the Apple. I still got my iPad Mini, my first generation iPad Mini that I used it for the soundboard here for the intro outro music and stuff. But I don't. If I get another thing, I'm loving my tablet now. I'm using the tablet a lot more because I'm playing PUBG Mobile. I love PUBG. They just started the new season, and I'm having fun playing that. It's with the mechs. They have these mechs that they shoot rockets, and they got electric tractor beams that you can pull things and throw things a distance away. They're pretty fun stuff. So we will be doing, like I said, an audio podcast tomorrow, and the next Tuesday will be a Mixcloud broadcast day. Let's see, in our history for today, we have, okay. You know, I get history from this one page, and this other page, it's AP history. That's the AP side. They have 178 years ago today, the Associated Press organization in New York City. That's the AP news outfit. Organized the Associated Press organized in New York City as a nonprofit news cooperative to reduce the cost covering the events of the Mexican-American War. The original AP was agreed upon by senior members of the editors of The Sun, the New York Herald, and the New York Courier and Inquirer, the Journal of Commerce, and the New York Evening Express. Today, AP operates 235 news bureaus in 94 countries. And what I like about the AP, it's boom, straight news, no opinion, just straight facts. And your AM radio stations, they use they get like the local radio station here, WEBO. They use CBS radio, which it's straight news. I like CBS, ABC on the radio. I don't like their newscast. There's too much opinion. It's too much gobbledygook. So AP, they're pretty good outfit. Let's see. In 1872, the U.S. President Ulysses S. Grant signed the Amnesty Act, restoring full civilian rights to most Confederate sympathizers. He was a great president. He was he did a lot. He was a great general. He was a general at the right time and the right moment for Abraham Lincoln to have him as the commander of the Union forces to defeat the Confederates, to keep the Union together. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the longest running U.S. children's television series, aired on this day. Its first episode back in 1967. I remember that. Even though I was, 9 or 10 years old then? Or 8? One of those days. I was just a young kid, but I remember it's like, what is this? I used to watch PBS a lot because they had, the show Zoom? Remember Zoom? Electric Company? Those were neat shows on PBS. That's when PBS was good. The golden days. I don't know. PBS now, it's like, eh. Yeah, you remember that, Tina? Yes. Yeah. That Zoom. And then, but I remember I would watch Mr. Rogers. I used to watch him in the afternoon coming home from school if I was doing my homework. Something on the TV was doing my homework. Let's see. The Tokyo Sky Tree was opened on this day in 2012 to the public as the tallest tower in the world. It goes 2,080 feet, which is 634 meters, and the second tallest man-made structure on Earth behind after the something Bue Kofia, whatever that is. I guess it's over in Malaysia, maybe, or is that, or maybe that's in the Middle East there. They have a big building in one of those countries in the Middle East. They got a big tower. Where's Thammer when you need him? He knows what. Let's see. On the AP history side, let's see what the AP today in history on this day, May 22nd. One of the greatest pieces of legislation, even though I didn't really care for the president, but he was brave enough to. Let's see, where is that? Oh, here we go. On May 22nd, 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson, speaking at the University of Michigan, outlined the goals of the Great Society, saying that it rests on abundance and liberty for all, and demands an end to poverty and racial injustice. And that's what it exactly did. He took a lot of flack from that, I think, but that was a great piece of legislation. Of course, he didn't really do great mitigating the Vietnam War, but that was probably one of the greatest pieces of legislation that came out of the 60s and such. So we do have to recognize that. Let's see. In 1960, an earthquake, the magnitude of 9.5, the strongest ever measured, struck southern Chile, claiming 1,650 lives. We had an earthquake here yesterday in New York State. I'll be talking about that. I got a news article about it. It wasn't a 9.5. That was for sure. I think it was like. Well, let me check my notes. How much was it? It was a. Oh. Oh, where was that? I forgot to put the link up. Let me see if I can find that link. Let me go back to my history here. What is that link for that news article? That was last night. Oh yeah, it was in the Adirondacks. It was a 2.1 that happened, as far as that goes. So. Let's see what that has on the news. Is that in the news? Oh, there it is. It was okay. Yeah, that's what I want to see right there. How come I forgot to get that link in my notes? Let's see. Let's put that in my notes here. Okay, we got that. Yeah. We're a little professional here. I got an outline of notes of what I present and stuff. So, all right, continuing with the history here, we had we talked about the earthquake in Chile back in the day in 1960, and let's see. In 1962, Continental Airlines Flight 11 en route to Chicago to Kansas City, Missouri, crashed after a bomb apparently brought on board by a passenger, killing all 45 occupants with a Boeing 707. This is back in 1962, of all times. In 1968, a nuclear-powered sub, the USS Scorpion, with 99 men on board, sank in the Atlantic. The remains of the sub were later found on the ocean floor 400 miles southwest of the Azores, and probably to recover the nuclear weaponry that was on there. In 1969, the lunar module of Apollo 10, with Thomas P. Stafford and Eugene Cernan aboard, flew to within 9 miles of the moon's surface in a dress rehearsal for the first lunar landing. So Apollo 10, did they go to the moon? Yeah, I guess they did go to the moon, did they? Apollo 7 went to the moon. Apollo 8 and 9, I think they were doing testing here. So yeah, Apollo 10, that's one of the ones, and then Apollo 11 landed, and that must have been because the moon landing was July 20th, 1969. So that was probably a couple months prior to that. So we always think of the moon landing. Apollo 11 is automatically in the forefront. In 1962, after a rain lasting 30 years, 1992, Johnny Carson hosted NBC's Tonight Show for the final time. Jay Leno took over as the host 3 days later. Johnny Carson, I didn't watch him a lot. I watched Jay Leno a lot. He was pretty good. And you look at the old Johnny Carson, he was great. And let's see, that's in 2012, the Falcon 9, built by billionaire businessman. Well, he didn't build it. His SpaceX, he facilitated it being built. He owned the company and all that, but he didn't build it. Sped towards the International Space Station with a load of groceries and other supplies, marking the first time a commercial spacecraft had been sent to the orbiting outpost. 2012. Now they're firing them off like every other day, either down there in Florida or out in California at Vandenberg Air Force Base. So there's our history, and let's see. We do have 100 years ago today, and how long have we been on? Oh, we're coming up on 45 minutes. So okay, that's good. Right in that range. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. I got to bring it up here on the Surface 3. I forgot. I'm always forgetting one thing, and the one thing is I forgot to bring it up on the Surface 3. My notes. Oh, you know what? I don't. I can. No, I'll do it. Let's see. Fox 40, and this is for the May 20th, 100 years ago today. And let me just bring up this one page here too. WNBF. No, I don't want their Facebook page. I want the freaking news page. Now, I have no affiliation with Fox 40. Like I always say, I always make a disclaimer that I have nothing to do with them as far as they are good news. They're local here. They're in Vestal, New York, and this is one of the features that we like presenting. Let me get rid of the ticker tape before I go. It's always good to get rid of that. And we'll go to present, and there we go. We're right there. And do I have it logged on to my? Just give me one more minute here. Yeah, traffic's going down the highway there. All right, where is it on the Surface 3 here? There it is. Okay, here we go. 100 years ago, as of May 20th, which is this past Wednesday. Let me get this going here.
Welcome back. From a vote in Port Dickinson and a wild summer circus, Broome County historian Roger Luther shares the news that made headlines in Broome County 100 years ago today, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, taxpayers of the fast-growing suburb of Port Dickinson will vote tomorrow on the question of erecting a combination town hall and fire station. Construction of the new home of the Binghamton Elks Club at 247 Washington Street is finished, and the building will be dedicated tonight. Members of the Broome County Sportsmen's Association yesterday distributed 2 million young fish into the rivers of the county, and the County Farm Bureau will hold a demonstration on horseshoeing this week at a farm in town. And finally, the first big circus of the summer is coming to town on June 2nd. Claims to have the largest wild animal show in the universe. That was the news 100 years ago.
The circus is coming into town 100 years ago today, or this past Monday. Oh, on June 2nd. Okay, June 2nd. Okay. And I got something to talk about June there. The Strawberry Festival is going to be happening here in Owego in June. But the big circus, and let's see, construction. So everybody was good. Everybody behaved themselves as far as no stealing of the pennies or stealing of the beer or the alcohol and all that, break-ins and stuff. It was a quiet day on Wednesday. It was all good news 100 years ago today, or Wednesday. And Tina's just laughing. I know you enjoy that, Tina. I enjoy it as much as you do too. She's laughing. That's funny. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a short break as that goes, and I got to refresh my coffee. I have absolutely no coffee. I drank the last bit, so I will be back here, and we'll continue. And we're back. We are back here for the second. We're just coming up on our first hour here, going into the second hour. And let's see. Yep, we got to clean up afterwards on the Rumble there. We'll take care of that. Yeah, get all these comments now that. And it's, I'm sort of, I never used to get these comments before when I was on just Twitch alone, because, I would average anywhere from, 15, 20, sometimes 30 views on, I'm talking about the numbers again. It's a measuring stick, but it seems like now that I'm broadcasting here on Rumble, Twitch, X Live, YouTube, Facebook, and locals, and I'm posting it out. I think I was telling Tony last night in the green room afterwards. I'm getting a lot more views. So with that views, I'm noticing now that I'm getting more bots that peer in on the Twitch side, and on the Rumble side. Total Dad came on. Okay, we don't want to. We'll close that. Total Dad's a good dude. On the Rumble side, I get the comments in the somebody commented, "Oh, I can help you get more people." So they know I'm taking that as a compliment in a sense. It's like I'm getting more people watching because I'm out on, and between the total, if you take the total from Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, X Live, and Facebook, it totals over 100 people that are watching here easily, without and even on Twitch it goes up a little bit more or something like that. I'm not about numbers, but I'm just noticing that that matrix, when you got a higher number of views, you're going to get more bots activity and stuff like that. So I find that interesting. But the bots that I get on Twitch, I take care of those thanks to Laura. He gave me I guess Jim Figerty, who is on right now, along with several other people. Lord of the Rings is online. You got Total Dad, he's on, and Gemzy, he's a PUBG Battleground. I played one game of PUBG Battlegrounds yesterday. Didn't play any PUBG Mobile. I think I'll do that this morning. And then we got Jinajar. He's playing Lord of the Rings. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that I know, broadcasters that are on right now, with me being the sixth one. So I just take care of those bots. They're sort of fun as far as that goes. Let me see. I did say there was an earthquake. Let me go over that one first before we talk about the Strawberry Festival. Let me see. We got the traffic flowing outside too. Let's see. Go to present. No, we don't want that. Let's see. Hey, Steve. Big Juice is in the house. Let me see. Let me bring him up first here. That's more important. We got Big Juice coming in. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Rich and chat. And Steve coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. I'll raise my second cup. This is my second cup of coffee here. So glad to have you here, Steve. Big Juice 900. Glad to have you here as far as that goes. The coffee's tasting good. I guess the missus is getting. Hang on for a minute, folks. What's that? Oh. I think it's something's going on. They say nothing, so I got to mind my own business, I guess. So good morning, Steve. Glad to have you here. And it's been a couple of days, Rich, and I'm out of ice cream. Well, you got to go to the store and get your ice cream. I had ice cream last night. What do we have? We had Kit Kat. Oh my God, was that good ice cream? I'm straight vanilla ice cream with Hershey's chocolate on it, but we had Kit Kat for dessert. You talk about ice cream. Let's see. Oh. Is that not working here? Okay, first time chatter. You got blocked on there. I've got that's a moderation. Welcome here, but let's be nice, sir or ma'am. But yeah, the ice cream sounds good as far as that goes. Let me see what that. Oh, what do we got here? Best viewers on something or whatever. I don't know what he. Where's he coming in from? We just got to check. It's not even in the chat anymore, so we'll check that later. A pop in, pop out type of person there, I guess, the first time chatter. Been around for a while. You know what? Let me do a quick check on this guy. Doesn't hurt to check. No, it's a legitimate account, so best views on something, they dot, whatever that is. I think that's the Twitch moderation as far as that goes. Let's see. Big Juice says, get your credit card ready. They need your support, whatever that is. I have no idea what they're talking about, Big Juice, and I don't really care. I don't have a credit card. Well, I do, but I don't use it. So it's like I don't have one. I pretend that I don't have one because I don't use it. I think the only time I really use it, if I do use it, is during Christmas time and stuff. I don't really need to use. I'm a cash guy. I like the feel of money in my hands and stuff. So, but let's get to this article concerning the earthquake we had. We had an earthquake here in New York State. Believe it or not, it was a. This is off of. It says Yahoo News, but Yahoo News got it from WPIX. That's Channel 11 down there in New York City, and in the Adirondacks. There was a 2.1. No, it didn't rumble. I didn't feel it. I just caught this last night, Steve, when I was just putting my notes together here after the basketball game last night before going to bed. A 2.1 mega magnitude earthquake shook upstate New York on Tuesday, which was yesterday, according to the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake hit roughly 269 miles north of New York City in the Adirondack Mountains yesterday at 10:23 a.m. The epicenter earthquake was located 7 miles from Elizabethtown, according to the USGS. And I think I know where Elizabethtown, that's a small town in the Adirondacks. The Adirondacks is one of the most seismically active parts of the Adirondacks, just so you know, is probably an hour and a half from here. I can drive maybe an hour east, and I'm in the Adirondacks. The epicenter of the earthquake was located around 7 miles from the town of Elizabethtown. The Adirondacks, one of the most seismic activity parts of the northeast United States, according to USGS. Earthquakes of up to 5.8 magnitude have hit the area since 1944. I felt an earthquake here. It was right after we moved here that I did feel an earthquake here when we first moved into this house. And oh, let me see something. I forgot to hit the present. There we go. There's a picture of the Adirondacks. That's the article I'm reading right now, and such. So, but we did have an earthquake. Did you know we had an earthquake?
No, I just heard it.
It's just it's a missus. What was that?
This?
Oh, you didn't use the filter?
That's not.
Oh, that's an extra one. Okay.
That's one you wash.
But a 4.8 earthquake magnitude struck New York City back in April. This past April, we had an earthquake, and there's been quite a bit of activity of earthquakes around lately. There was one article I read last night that they say earthquakes is because of global warming. It's like, give me a break. According to 42 million people that felt the earthquake in April in New York City, and I think we talked about that. So we did have an earthquake, and the Adirondacks, again, one of the most seismically active parts of the earthquake in the United States. And there have been 3 earthquakes of the magnitude greater than 4.9 in the region since 1999. The most recent, a magnitude 5, according, there was a magnitude 5 up there in Plattsburgh in 2002. So that was the real big one back then. New Jersey had a 4.8. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, the 4.8. That was the one that hit New York. It was in Jersey, but they felt it in New York City big time. But back in 2002, there was a magnitude 5 that occurred in Plattsburgh, New York, which is way upstate New York. And so that's interesting. Very interesting as far as earthquakes. We got to be aware of those earthquakes. Let's see. Let's get right to the Strawberry Festival here. We'll go back over to Fox 40. The Strawberry Festival is an annual event that happens here in June, and I grew up here. The first time I went to it was last year, and let's go ahead and hit this on the present. We'll share that, and let me bring this up a little bit. There we go. And we'll see what they have to say here on the Strawberry Festival. This will give you an idea of what I'm talking about when I say Strawberry Festival, folks. So stand by, and we'll get this rolling.
Town officials releasing details of the 42nd annual Weagle Strawberry Festival this June. The festival will run from the 13th to the 15th, and it will kick off Thursday night with a rock and run 5K. On Friday, the block party will return at downtown at 5 p.m. with fireworks, ending the night at 9:30. And on Saturday, the parade starts at 9:30 in the morning. We do have more information on the festival and the events on our website. Town officials.
So that gives you an idea what the strawberry. It's an event, and let's see over here on the. Let's see. We share that. Can we share that one? Does that float over? Okay, yeah, that did float over. Okay, so the Strawberry Festival, and this is the article from WEBO, the local radio station. If it comes up, what's going on here? Oh, did I copy the wrong? No, that's the right thing there. Hang on for a minute. Oh, let's just go this way. WEBO. But that's the strawberry, the logo for the Strawberry Festival for this year. And the Strawberry Festival is returning once again to Owego, New York. Wow, that doesn't want to come up. How come? Let me see. Let me try it this way. Oh, wow. They must have their server down. Let's try it one more time here just to. Huh, doesn't want to come up. Okay, we'll just go to the, oh, there it is. Okay. So with spring underway and summer just around the corner, the organization of the 42nd Owego Strawberry Festival are keeping an eye on those strawberries, and they're already harvesting them. And we talked about the strawberries the other day. They're good and they're nutritious and all that. And lingering things and lining up things for the 3-day event that runs from July 13th to the 15th. I'm going to try and broadcast live stream from there when we go. Me and the missus, we plan on going to this festival for June 13th. Strawberry Festival has a 5K walk and run will take place by the bandstand at Hickory's Park in Owego, New York. It hosting by the historical Owego Marketplace and Tioga State Bank, and the medals from Tri-Town Insurance, a good insurance company, and Rotary volunteers for the event. On Friday, June 14th, the block party returns to downtown Owego, and they close off all of downtown Owego here. And but with things set up, and it's a great time. There's great bands and all that. Things kick off at 5 p.m. with live music, food, and entertainment. Headliner Stone Senate will return from Nashville to the courthouse stage. Do you know them?
No, from Nashville?
From Nashville. So that's big time for our area, along with the seasoned performers arriving to entertain. There's 3 stages they have within the downtown Owego area. And you have to drive to outside of the village of Owego here, and then you take the bus into downtown. You can't drive through. The fireworks will be on that Friday, the 14th, and June 14th. I think that's Flag Day. June 14th is Flag Day. On Saturday, the parade will step off at 9:30, and we plan on going. What are we going to go? We went last year Saturday, right? But the missus is here in the.
Yeah. Saturday's a big day. They have
yeah. We went Saturday afternoon, and we had a ball.
Saturday's the main event.
Yeah, we watched. We were there for about 3 hours, I think.
Yeah.
And walking around, seeing all the bands, and walking the streets, eating some strawberry. Well, we had lunch there at the what's that?
Parkview.
The Parkview, which is a historical building there in downtown. It's right by the bridge, the Court Street Bridge, and we started with lunch, and then we walked around, and we were getting ready to leave. And I wanted to get my kettle corn. They had this kettle corn. You walk by, it's like, oh my God, it's a smell from heaven, and such. So did he come in again? Oh, we got another one. Hang on for a minute. Tina says June 14th, we go to Smithville every year since she was little. Okay. My daughter, let's see. My daughter's birthday is June 14th, and we go to Smithville. I take it that's where she lives at, Tina. Yeah, every year. Okay. Yeah, June 14th is Flag Day. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and let me see something here. With all types of stories and restaurants. Okay, Smithville, New Jersey. Sounds like an interesting place there, Tina. We have all types of restaurants here and stuff. Okay. Okay, that should have took care of it. Let's see. Okay, I just took care of the first time chatters and stuff. I see a repetition. So they have these events. What's that? Smith? Let's see. What did you say it was? Smithville. It's a village in New Jersey. Okay. Do we have a place? Do we have Smithville in New York? Don't we? Oh, no, it's Smithborough.
Smithborough.
Yeah, Smith. We have a place called Smithborough across the way here. Let's see. We have that. That's on Fox 40. We have that, and let's see. Just going over on what's on WNBF concerning everything you need to know about the Strawberry Festival. Let's see. It wouldn't be summer without the annual Strawberry Festival in Owego. Yeah, and we enjoyed it. We enjoy it very much, as far as that goes. And again, I won't promise anything, but if I do have the opportunity, because I'm a little skittish about. There's a lot of people. I mean, how many people you think are there? Thousands of people in down. I mean, it just the population just more than doubles. It triples. Friday night and Saturday. I mean, there's
even if it's raining.
How many vendors you think are there? There's got to be over 100 to 200 vendors, if you count all the stores, because the stores.
Well, the stores aren't vendors, but the stores make out because people do go in the stores. But there's got to be at least 100, 150.
150, yeah.
At least. It's packed.
Let's see. Big Juice. Big Juice says, "Hey, Rich, you ever had a fire during a tornado?" No. I don't. I've been out of the firefighting business for going on 10 years now, Steve. I've driven. When we were out in Kansas, I was recalled from off-site when the tornado came through and stuff, but we never had a fire. No, you can't fight fires during a tornado. No, that's you're not. We're not. The firefighters aren't Supermen, even though they do. There's some cases that show they are Superman and stuff like that. So during a warning, maybe, but the actual tornado, you're not going to fight a fire with a tornado. The winds, you got things flying around and stuff. The first and foremost thing for a firefighter, they need to take care of themselves first and not endanger themselves, because by doing that, they're able to assist. We've had I've seen examples of firefighters where I call them yahoos. They just go off and they do their own thing, and they don't take their personal safety in account. And you can't get the job done if you don't take your personal safety done. So to fight a fire in the tornado, it's no. The fire tornado is probably a bigger thing than the tornado. Let's see everything. But according to Strawberry Festival organizations, again, Thursday, June 13th, we'll start the Strawberry Festival here in Owego with a 5K walk, live music, vendors, and food trucks will be on site. A whole bunch of them. It's crowded. I like the kettle corn. I'm going to definitely be getting my kettle corn.
Well, you better come to Labor Day.
Oh yeah, we got Labor Day functions. Yeah, Labor Day. For more information, I got about the walk, and basically WNBF is saying the same thing that WEBO is saying. So this is a big event here in Tioga County, and as far as the Strawberry Festival, and it's I went to my first one last year, and I have to go. I had so much fun. It's one of those days where you take the time. There's an event in your local area. You have to attend it. You have fun. There's good food. There's good music. Good friendship. There was a couple people I worked with at that time. I had only been retired a month. I must have passed by. I found out later that there was like several people I used to work with, but there's so many damn people. If I would have known ahead of time, so I'll probably coordinate. But I'm planning on broadcasting, like I said, with the Rumble Studio app on my Samsung. That's something I'm looking forward to. So I will probably broadcast a little bit of it right there in downtown Owego on the Court Street. Maybe when I'm eating my strawberry shortcake, because it's. I think it's a tradition. If you go to the Strawberry Festival here in Owego, like I said, I grew up here, and my first one was last year, and I had a ball. I had a ball, folks. I did. It was fun. Let's see. Go there. So we had that article. Let's see. I'm just gonna. What do we got on time? How much time we got? Oh, we got an hour and 20. Oh, it's only an hour and 20 minutes. So, how many people were in your? When I went to firefighting school, my class, we had probably about 30 people, 20 to between 20 and 30 people. That was back in 1977 when it was at Rantoul Air Force Base. Actually, Rantoul Air Force Base, that particular old Air Force Base is part of the University of Illinois now. I remember Rantoul, they had a very big, when I went to the fire school in 70s, this was 78. No, I went to basic in 77 and had Christmas off. And then I went to the fire school in, no, I went to the fire school just before Thanksgiving in 77. So I was there 77 going into 78. I graduated. And, yeah, because I went to Italy. My first assignment was, Aviano Air Base, February 78. So, but there was about 20. That's an average class, 20, 25. I've had some other classes in the Air Force. The leadership school, there was about that was about a class of about 20. And then my NCO Academy class, that was a 30-day in residence in Plattsburgh, New York. When the Air Force Base used to be there in Plattsburgh, that was about 25 people, but there was like 5 or 6 classes. It was a good. That was fun. Fire school was good. It was interesting. The fire school now is down there in St. Angeles, Texas now for the Actually, it's not just for the United States Air Force. It's for the Department of Defense. Firefighting school is down there, St. Angeles. St. Angeles or San Angelo. So, but that's an average class. You know, if you look at the fire academy schools for city firefighters, an average class, the best teaching class is between 25 and 30. You don't want to have any more than that. You don't want to have a class of 50 or 60 or something like that. You want it to where people, if you have more than 25 people in a class, it becomes a lecture. You don't learn anything because there's certain things in a learning environment. And I just look back on the Air Force Academy or the NCO Academy, that one went for 30 days. We had to actually give presentations. I gave a presentation, and I always talk about it, on the benefits of vitamin C. And this would be back before people were even thinking about using taking vitamins and stuff. And I've been a strong. I use it. I've used vitamin C all my life and stuff, and it seemed like a good topic. I knew I was knowledgeable about it. I had my facts and all that. Was it easy to fail school, or they took an easy on everyone when they needed? Let's see. Let me bring this up on the bigger screen here. Big Juice asking me some questions here on the was it easy to fail school or they took an easy on everyone, then they no, you needed to know you needed to know your shit. They didn't give you a break. They gave you an opportunity. If you didn't learn anything, they gave you the extra time, just like regular school. Everybody can learn something. Nobody's nobody's dumb. Somebody that's dumb, they want to be dumb. Okay. That's my philosophy. But we had some people that couldn't hack it as a firefighter because they got a little skittish in the training fires that we had. You know, we had back then we had training burns that we would burn more than 1,000 to 2,000 gallons of JP4. And you would have a contingency one on one burn. You would have about anywhere from 10 to 15 firefighters at a class putting that fire out with three fire trucks, 3 crash trucks. It's a pretty big operation and stuff. So you got to know your shit. You got to know what other people are doing. So it was typical military. You had to know, but it was a learning environment. If you wanted to learn, and for the most part, you'd have 1 or 2 people. We had more people that failed out of basic training than in fire school. My class, we all graduated. It was very rare that a person you would get set back if you didn't perform. They would give you a chance. You know, if you were in week, it was like an 8-week course for fire school. They'd set you back to 2 classes back to relearn, and then you'd get another opportunity. And I think you had 2 times that you could do that, and then they would say fail to comply. So it's up to the individual, and that's just anything, just regular school. You're there to learn. There's a curriculum. Some curriculums nowadays are a lot easier than they were before, but I don't think it was hard. If you wanted to learn and you were interested in the fire service, you were going to pass with no problem. It was actually the class I was in, fire school. We had a great class. We had a ball. And being a firefighter in the United States Air Force, when I was single, man, I acquired some very long-lasting relationships with some people that I still talk to here and such. So I want to see, was it easy to fail? If you wanted to fail, you could fail if you want, but why, why do something if you don't want to succeed? So I hope that answers your question and stuff. I don't believe, people that, some people that we may think are not very intelligent are actually really intelligent. We just don't know them. They have a different type of intelligence. But there's some people out there that just like to act plain stupid and dumb because I almost had the word what I want to do. They were crowdsourcing. They can't answer it from themselves, but they want to see what the other people, so they act dumb. I think that's idiotic. I've seen broadcasters do that, and that's almost, I almost take that as demeaning and stuff like that. You can't, I'm watching you. You're supposed to be at the top of your game and stuff like that, and you're a bonehead. What do you think about this? I have no idea. But then in another broadcast, you're talking about how smart you are doing this and that, and these folks that reminisce about going back to high school. I could see it once in a while. I don't talk about high school. I'll talk about my Air Force days because I was an adult. That's part of my, who I am today is basically what I learned in the Air Force. My foundation of who I am today is the career I had as a United States Air Force firefighter. I'm very proud of that. And I think anybody that was in the military, they can find their foundation of what they're doing later in life. But high school, you're talking about high school and stuff like that. Give me a break. It's just that's just a lack of intelligence overall. They're just I'm a little leery of those broadcasters that talk about their old high school days. Oh, okay, yeah, you're a big person back in high school, but that doesn't make you jack shit nowadays. Okay, I could care less what you. I could say, okay, talk about having fun, but when you're using that as a prop to say, oh, I was a big guy in high school and I did this and did that, and the teachers loved me and all this other crap. Give me a break. Okay, I'm starting to get on my cynical soapbox here. You pushed the button there, Steve. No, we got to wait, but I don't know. I just look at it, common sense. I'm a simple guy. And Tina, you like that? You're laughing, lots of laughs on my little rant. Tina's known me long enough to know as far as that goes, and it's fun to reminisce and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't. I'm living in the here and now. Okay. I'm a simple guy, simple person, simple man with simple wants and pleasures that are actually bigger than anything else. Okay. And as far as that goes, Rich, don't take no crap from. Well, it's not about not taking any crap. It's just being real. And I think everybody shouldn't take crap if it is crap. And what I just said is there's some broadcasters out there, and there's probably some broadcasters that say that about me. They have a misconception and they take it out of context. I heard there was one broadcast, and I know I'm going to use this as an example, Tina. So they were really pissed off and mad about. I have a person that viewed going off to saying, "Oh, I'll see you all later. I'm going to see another person." That was when you go to see Hal. Now, I know Wednesdays I have you. You're my girl on Wednesdays, Tina. But I had to laugh at that when the person told me. I was like, "Are you serious? Did they see the whole broadcast? Have they seen my broadcast? That she is a regular viewer? I appreciate and I always say I appreciate what amount of time you have here." And Tina is. She's laughing. Yeah, Tina, that's what I said. I couldn't play. So you guys, those are the dumb ass broadcasters. I mean, don't. You can critique me, but don't critique my viewers. Okay, we've already had some bots in here and some people that want to publicize some. I take that. That's the nature of the game and stuff like that. You can talk about that, but the viewers that come in there, they pop in and out. That's their prerogative. If you don't understand that as a broadcaster, then you shouldn't be doing this shit. I have to laugh at it. To me, that's my reality. I talk about it with the missus on the walk, and sometimes she just doesn't want to hear about it, and I have to put a zip on it and stuff like that. But I find it funny. I say, "You really been out of shape about that?" And I'm like, but as far as when a broadcaster starts talking crap and shit about me and the viewers I have here, then they become a non-entity to me. I don't really care for them anymore. They're just thinking themselves and stuff like that. They have some nitwit network, as I call it. Instead of take the C out and you have NN and you got nitwit network. That the person that's supposedly in charge of it is it's just a buffoon. Think they know everything and they don't and stuff like that. Those are the broadcasters you take something too serious and see ya later. I'm not losing any sleep, but I'm not wasting my time. I'm wasting more time talking about it than anything. So let's see. Tina said, let's put this up here. Some don't even tell you, and to me, that's rude. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've had to it, Tina. I guess what's floating in my ears right now. We haven't seen him in a while, but I'm going to give him a shout out because he's a great guy. Our good friend Ted Hicks. Ted Hicks has a I'm an honest person. Yeah, and we've talked, Tina. We've talked as far as that goes. You're an honest person, and some people don't even tell. And some people don't even tell you. And to me, that's and that's true. They make it for their own content. It's a matter of speaking, I guess, Tina. But the wise words of this gentleman right here, Ted Hicks. Don't give him any oxygen, and I'm giving him more oxygen. I'm talking about broadcasters as a whole. I'm not just singling out one broadcasters. But if you're a broadcaster that's in that group, you get lumped into that group, and I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're just full of shit as far as I'm concerned. And I'm moving on. Ted Hicks says, don't give him any oxygen. And I think those are some wise words from Ted Hicks. Ted Hicks is a very busy man of lately. From what Tony is telling me, he's down there in Long Island. He does host late night parenting, and Tina says yes. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Tina, as far as that goes. And let's see, what do I have? Okay, we're out of present mode. So, but I have fun doing this, and that's the greater good. And I have people like Steve, Tina, Tony. They come here to socialize, not for they don't have an agenda or an outline of what they want to do to use as a platform to promote. I'll promote anybody, but if you're a sincere broadcaster. But in some cases, we have, and you've seen them, Tina, as much as I have. There's some broadcasters. They're not very sincere. They're not very truthful. I think for the most part, since I've started broadcasting, and I've been at this game for a long time, folks. So I'm not new to the neighborhood. I've been around the broadcasting thing where some people take me as a bumbling idiot. It's just common sense. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. Okay, you don't make things more complicated. That one of the things as a firefighter that I learned, and a lot of people use it now, is keep it simple, stupid. And there's other broadcasters that try to make it more complicated than what it is. They don't keep it simple. Tina, they get 1 minute of my time. I hear you. And Big Juice says, hey, if you want to sell something, Twitch would be the worst place for it. Nobody wants to buy. Well, that's the thing. I'm not just on Twitch. That's the thing. You look at some of these broadcasters. Specifically, you bring up Twitch, Steve. Okay, let me put this up here because I'm gonna address this. Steve says, "Hey, I want to sell something. Twitch would be the worst place for it. Nobody wants to buy your junk." This is true, and sometimes people try to promote themselves as being bigger than light, and they're not. They're just a small fry. If you're just broadcasting on Twitch, you're only going to get that amount of people. And I've already explained this earlier. I'm multicasting. This is something Tony D has preached since HAPS. And it never clicked in my head because I was resistant to it. Now I have a platform. It's called Rumble Studios. The app is second to none. It's as good as Prism Live. What's some other ones? Streamlabs. Restream. Okay. And you can do it on the phone. You can do it on the thing. But I'm multicasting to where instead of just Twitch, where I'd only have 30 viewers, I have more than 100 viewers. But these knuckleheads they got the blinders on. They can only see what's in front of them. They can't see around or think outside the box. If you want to sell something, why not go on more platforms? Expose yourself to more people. I've said that to other broadcasters that I don't watch anymore, and they scoff at it. They say, "Oh no, that you don't get anything." Yes, you do, because my numbers have gone up. I don't want them to go up any more than this because I don't think I could handle it. If I was to get 1,000 views, let's see, they get 1 minute, and so. But the thing about selling something on Twitch, Steve, it's how you present yourself. If you're going to present yourself as an idiot, people are going to see that. They're going to see that for, and let's see. Tim says, there's always Facebook, Mark. Yeah, I don't use Facebook that much. It's sort of for me, it's a 50. I know some people that they can make some good money on Facebook. There's some people they tried. I'm not here about making money and stuff, but I can comment. If I was to make money, I would want to be broadcasting on multiple platforms to a wider range of people. Some people are doing that. They're broadcasting on Twitch. That's their mainstay. They go to Rumble or they go to YouTube or X Live is fantastic now. X Live, I think, is a good place to be broadcasting at. Matter of fact, how many people we have on X Live? Let's check the folks over on X Live, because I don't get the numbers in on X Live. We have right now 5 people on X Live. So here's I raised my coffee cup. You guys aren't, and we have 3 people on Rumble, 1 on Locals, and we have 3 people here on. So we have a total of 10 people. Now, if I was just on Twitch, I'd only have 3 people, and that would be the people on Twitch. I more than doubled my viewership by broadcasting. It doesn't take that much. The thing of it is, when those broadcasters I've talked to about this, as far as like right now, they'll scoff at it because they don't know how. They don't want to take the time. That's some of these broadcasters. They'll crowdsource their viewers. How do you do this? How do they know how to do it? But they want to just see if they're doing it right, because they don't want to say they're making an effing mistake. If I make a mistake, I'm going to tell you I made a mistake. I look myself in the mirror every single day, so I can say that. Good old Ted Hicks. Where's he been these days? We had a auto mod held message for reason. Oh wow, what's that all about? We got some people. We got some knuckleheads trying to come in here. I'm gonna have to check that. Where's let's see. Where's that? Oh, that was you, Big Juice. Oh, they just so you know, Steve, that got held because you said, I guess, Hicks. They don't like that because it rhymes with something. Okay, that got modded out. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. That's I got this on auto mod. I'm using the Twitch auto mod, so that message got Hicks. Ted Hicks, to answer your question, I can't bring it up, but I see it on the thing here. Ted Hicks is he's been busy, and that's all I know. Okay, Tony is really good friends with Ted. I feel I'm good. Ted is a really good friend of mine here online, but when Tony says he's busy taking care of things. And that's like anything. If like Tim Fan 40 was here, I don't know if he's still here. If I don't see somebody that's been in my chat for a while, something's going on, or else they just don't want to be. They don't want to bother with being online in the chat anymore. So I just noticed that Steve, that you're good old Ted Hicks. Where has he been these days? It got held back from the auto mod. I guess that's one of those Twitch words that says that you can't. We're going to hold it. It's only visible to me. Okay, got it. Oh, okay, Tim Fan, you're still here. Okay, yeah, Tim. And sorry, I got a message now. Okay, no problem, Tina. Go to YouTube. I'm not mentioning. Yeah, we got the ads going on Twitch. But that's another thing, multicast, to where if people don't want to be on Twitch, if you're on Twitch and you're watching the ad, well, they're not going to see it because the ads are going. I'm not going to make any excuses for the ads. The ads are there. If you use the platform, why not? I'm monetizing right here on Rumble right now. As far as that goes, you monetize right out of the gate, because the more viewers I have, a lot of viewers. I'm getting enough viewers where I'm getting a few pennies each broadcast. They add up after a while. So, but Tim, thank you for being here. I guess did your account on? How come you don't broadcast on Twitch anymore? I like that you're on YouTube, because I get some. I get some viewerships on YouTube, so I appreciate that, Tim. But you don't see the ads, right? That's one thing. You don't see the ads, so come on YouTube. So there's a feature. Me as a broadcaster is making that available to viewers. So where if you don't want to watch the ads on Twitch, go to X Live or YouTube Live, or where else am I doing? Well, not Facebook. That's to the private Facebook, as far as that goes. So let me check. We have no comments. We have 5 viewers on X. I tell you, X is really a good place. I like it. Oh, you're waiting for your new. I thought you got a new phone, Tim. I thought you got a new iPhone. I'm waiting on getting a new phone. Is this a newer phone? I thought you got a new phone. So, oh, let's go ahead and see. Let's check out the. This phone sucks. So, not putting any apps on it. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, gotcha. Okay, let me go ahead and pin that so the folks from. Oh, that's Tina. Let's see, Tim. This phone sucks. So now, just like Haps, right? And then. Oh, you did, but it broke. Okay, yeah, it sucks. See, I got this. This is my LG Stylo 5. What's nice is it's why they call it a stylo. Comes with a stylus right here. I like that. It doesn't work. Black screen. Black screen. Not iPhone. Was just a cheap one. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah. That'd really suck if you had a new iPhone. But I'm going to probably play with this later. I get sidetracked on it because I'm attached to that phone because I've had it for so long. So I got to use this. This Samsung. I tell you, the Samsung for the money, and it wasn't that expensive of a phone. The Samsung A23 5G, and there's 5G now in Tioga County here, so I'm getting 5G because that broadcast I did a couple weeks ago from the golf course using the Rumble Studio app, it worked. It was great. I made some bank on that from Rumble. Rumble, the monetization on Rumble was pretty significant on that broadcast, and you don't see commercials. But the Samsung A23 it's a solid phone. It's a solid phone, A23 5G, and it only cost me. It was like less than $100. I don't get the top notch. I get something that was last year's, but it's still good. And the Samsung, they're a solid phone. I like the LG because the Stylo 3 had a stylus, and the LG product I liked, but they don't make Track Phone doesn't provide it. I like Track Phone, and they have some good phones. Let's go look at their phones. Let me see. Let me bring them up. I'll show you what the Track Phone. It's a pay-as-you-go, so it's not for most people. No, this is Track Phone. Phone, Phone. Let's see what they got for phones over on Track Phone. No contract 5G. This is the Track Phone. Let's go ahead and bring this up. I want to bring this up. We'll go talk about this for a little bit. Let's see. Present, no contract 5G, and I have 5G right now. I pay a yearly fee of averages out to about $8-9 a month. Let's see, there it is. There's Track Phone, and Tina says she likes Samsung. Yeah, I like Samsung. It's a good phone. And let's see. Let's bring this up. Here's the Track Phone page, and I can. So here's the phones. Let's take a look at the phones. Let's see. Shop. We want to shop all phones. Let's look at the phones that they have. Okay, so here's some of the phones they have. The Samsung Galaxy Ace 13, $69.99. That's a pretty. My A23. Okay, I'm sorry. It was under $200, $169. Okay, I thought it was a $100 phone, but this is the phone I got right here. And it's pay as you go. It's a great phone. Let's see. Do we have some stats on it? Oh, here's the stats. This is a fantastic phone. There's my phone right there. Samsung. Those are the stats that are on there. It's got Wi-Fi 8. It has Wi-Fi. It has Bluetooth 5.1. I know they're up to Bluetooth 6, but it has GPS. It works great. 50 megapixel main camera. So up to 40 hours on a charge on the phone. So it's a pretty decent phone. So here's some other phones. They have the Samsung. You can get, here's an A15 5G for $169. There's the iPhone, an iPhone 11 for $239. But this is a pay-as-you-go. You pay. You can buy a service for a year, and then they give you so many minutes. And for me, there's substantial. I got about 3,000 text messages, minutes, and stuff. And they even got the. I think the Google Pixel is up to Google 8 now. I saw that on the commercials last night during the basketball. Oh, I got to get to the sports. That's right. So they're pushing mostly here's the Moto G. I don't know about Motorola. It's probably a good phone. Here's the phones that are out of stock, so you know they're good. The Moto G 2024. So these are the different phones. They even have a flip phone. Look at that. You can still buy a flip phone there, Tim. So track phone it's not a bad. This one, the iPhone 12, that's pretty expensive for a monthly service. Blue View, that's a new service, or Blue View phone. And there's some other ones right here. Nokia. Nokia's got some phones. And my first cell phone was a Nokia. So there's a wide select. There's another flip phone. The flip phones are starting to come back. There used to be only one. Now you got 4 choices. I might have asked you before, Rich, but real quick, where did you take the wife? Oh, we went. Yeah, you've asked me that a couple times there, Steve. Yeah, about 2 or 3 times. We went ice skating, and then we had pizza afterwards. So those are the phones on the track phone, which I am a track phone user. I don't have nothing to do with track phone. I think they're a great product as far as that goes. Let me get with the NBA here. The NBA sports. Let's talk about sports. Last night, the NBA conference championships. Yeah, I'm getting ready to end right now here. Mrs. is get to walk in before the heat gets here. Last night, the Pacers. It went into overtime, and the significant things about this game is Jaylen Brown. For the Celtics, he was significant in they were down by 3 points with just seconds left. He popped the 3-pointer off on the side, and it went into overtime. And Tatum for the Celtics, he scored a lot in overtime, found a way to get it done. The one thing about the Pacers is they had 22 turnovers, which amounted to equated to about 33 points. That the Celtics got on those turnovers. And so the final score was 133 for the Celtics, 128 for the Pacers. And tonight the Mavericks go into Minnesota to play the Timberwolves, and we'll see what happens there. In baseball, real quick, the Yankees are in first place in their division. As I noted last, was it Monday? Are they still in first? Yeah, the Yankees are still in first. Game and a half. So today the Mets play the Guardians, and the Yankees, I guess they're off today. Last night, the Mets, the Guardians, they got their number. They lost to the Guardians, and the Yankees lost to the Mariners last night. So baseball's going strong, and we're coming up on 2 hours. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here, folks, and get our day started. And I got to go out for a walk as far as that goes. So I want to say, let's see, I want to say thank you to Tony D for being here in the chat. You're ice skating. That's right. Yeah. Okay. You got that, Steve. Yeah. I'm sure you're going to ask me again. In the chat, I want to say thank you to Tim Fan40. Tim Fan40, Big Juice. I want to say thank you to Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend online here and fellow broadcaster. Thank you to our Jersey girl, Tina. Thank you very much for being here. Say thank you to the bots, but you can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. And but Big Juice, thank you very much. And all those that are watching, thank you very much. Also, the broadcast, it's greatly appreciated. And I thank you very much for that privilege for you to spend a little time here watching this knucklehead broadcast and get on his soapbox every once in a while. But thank you very much on the people that are watching on the replay. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios. Fireman Rich over there on Twitch. At Fireman Rich on Twitch or on Twitter or X. And I'm also at Fireman Rich on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and on the public Facebook, all one word, The Real Fireman Rich. I'm going to put this out here. If you want to watch me on YouTube, that's my YouTube channel, Richard M. Roberts. Okay, I couldn't get Fireman Rich, so it's Richard M. Roberts. And of course, here on Rumble, Fireman Rich on Rumble. There we go. And again, thank you for your views. Rich Roberts, wishing you all well as we're on hump day, working towards the weekend. You all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. And live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. Thanks again, people in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Great broadcast. And Big Steve says, you know me well. Yeah, I'll be talking. Have a good day, Steve. Good one.